This Shabbos, according to the Ohev Yisrael, a very holy rabbi, the Apter Rav, says that this is the holiest Shabbos of the year. Now you can make that argument about a lot of Shabbos. Shabbos Shira is pretty holy. Shabbos Hagadol, Shabbos Nachamu, next week is also pretty crazy. This Shabbos, he says, this is what he said. He said this Shabbos. So next week, when I talk about the next Shabbos, why that's the holiest, I'll just bring down a different opinion. But it's called Shabbos Chazon. The reason why we have the name Shabbos Chazon is because we learn from the Haftorah. After we read from the Torah, we read a portion of the Haftorah that talks about Yeshayahu's vision of the third Beis HaMikdash and his lamenting, his being very, very sad. Lament is a big Jewish word, it's one of those English words that only Jews use. He's lamenting, he's very sad that we don't have the Beis HaMikdash anymore. And the Haftorah starts with the word Chazon, the vision of Yeshayahu as he saw. If you look into the Haftorah, Rav Mendel Hirsch points out, you don't see that he's sad that we lose the Beis HaMikdash. Mostly he's sad about the reasons why we don't have this Beis HaMikdash anymore. And the reason, of course, because we spoke about last week, one of the most prominent reasons is because we had sinas chinam. We did not like each other. We hated our fellow Jew for absolutely no reason. There's no reason to hate ourselves. Every time someone's saying, why are you mourning on Sunday, on Tisha B'Av, and on Shabbos, why we're having less of a happy Shabbos? And you might want to answer, because we lost our Beis HaMikdash. We had a holy temple in Israel. We were all united together, and Hashem was dwelling among us. It was amazing, and we had this beautiful city, like even greater than Oz. But of course, Oz is more emerald. That was more lime green. This was golden. This was golden and copper and silver. We are mourning the destruction of our holy temple. Absolutely not. Remember, we are mourning the reason for the destruction of the holy temple. We are mourning the fact that we were a nation that was divided, and by were, I mean are, because they say that any generation, any year where we are not merited that the third Beis HaMikdash is back with us and Hashem is dwelling amongst us in this third Beis HaMikdash at the redemption is a year that we would have deserved for it to be destroyed once again. We are still divided. And if we just have in our hearts that we are going to have this ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, that we will love each other, avas chinam, we will merit to have the Beis HaMikdash back. We will have the Jerusalem city back. But most of all, we'll have Hashem back. And that would be the best, with Hashem telling us that we are finally worthy to host Him among us, because we finally have our act together again. So, it's Hashem. I'm not going to steal Avram Dov's brachas, but hopefully we'll get our act together, and Mashiach will come. Mamish. Amen. Booyah. Shabbos.